Hi there. In this video, we'll be seeing the basics of Pardot. So Pardot is a B2B marketing platform. So in this video, we'll be seeing what Pardot is capable of. So in this video, we'll be seeing how Pardot is different from other automation platforms. Pardot is Salesforce native, meaning we can do in and out of Salesforce using Pardot connectors. And also we can leverage Pardot using Einstein Analytics, which is a robust commuting app. So these are the sections of Pardot: marketing, prospects, reports, and admin. Marketing being the main of Pardot, prospect, reports, and admin being the secondary. Also, point to be noted here is Pardot is not a self sign up, and it is a part of Salesforce contract. So it is not good standalone. It is usually part of Salesforce. So we go to marketing. We see automation. So here we have automation rules and page actions. So automation rules tells us that if X happens, go to A, and if Y happens, go to Z. Then there's also the page action. So in page action, you connect the rules in a page. So if this particular section is selected, this happens. You can do all such automation using this automation. Then there's calendar. So calendar tells us which campaign occurred when and what are the future campaigns, what are the past campaigns. We can create an event. So, and also your colleagues and your co-workers can see the whole calendar from here, marketing calendar. Then there's campaign. So similar to what happens in Salesforce, this is connected to Salesforce. There's this content. So content, we have files. So files usually it's like triggers and process builders. Through triggers and process builders, we can access the files in the content. Also there's dynamic content. So using this section, using this dynamic content, there's no need of developers to do a dynamic content. It's just out of box. There's custom redirects as well. Then there's email. Needless to say, it has high end of emails because this is a marketing application. So we can create templates that are marketing section approved, and we can send it across the globe. And there's another important factor over here, that is the engagement studio. So like I'll show you an example what happens in engagement studio. It is a very important part of Pardot. You give it any name, sorry about that, and then you can select the emails to be sent only during the business days, and then hours you can set whichever time zone you are in. Okay. So it has a start and end, and in between you can add in any action, trigger, or rules. Again, this action has n number of things like add to a list, Salesforce campaign, applying tags to all the things available. So it's just like it has so many things in just a very small nutshell. Like if I add in send an email, it will ask me immediately wait or on date on a particular date. So if I select wait, I can give any number of days. So once if a first email is sent on the first month, first date of the month, we can select how many days later you want to follow up with the particular prospect. So one disadvantage over here is that you cannot give the waiting in hours or minutes. It is always in days. So this is a small disadvantage over here. Anyways, we give one and then click save, and then you select, and then you can see triggers. So using triggers, we can select, like if this particular email is selected, then next trigger would be file download, or open a form, all this, or open a landing page. Rule, so again it's an automation rule, like if this happens, do this. So it has everything over here. And then we go to forms. So forms, you can have layout templates, and you have normal forms, which can be embedded into the landing page. Then this form handler, it is mostly used when we use the third party form. So when we receive the information from a third party form, we can set how we can handle that information, or how it comes and sets into our org. So that we can set that using form handlers. Then there's a landing page. Again, this can be synced with the automation. So Once if the form is submitted, send this email, or once this part is selected, we can add them into prospect. So this can be set into the automation. There's search marketing. This is similar to Google Console, so I don't have to tell you much on this. It has similar things that a Google Console has. The segmentation, so this segmentation rule, it runs only once. So you can run this once and then add it to the list, and then add tags, and then update your profile. So it happens like that. And then there's social, so you can add in any number of social medias into this Pardot. From your Instagram accounts to all the social media account of the organization. There's a site search. So the site search tells us what people are searching in your website. So if all these things, this Pardot is in the staging environment, so we cannot see really anything over here until we create and start using it. Here are prospects. So prospect lists, like if John Doe is from Nike, John Doe comes under prospect list, and Nike comes under prospect accounts, and there's one-to-one emails and the visitors that you have in your, or that are yet to be converted to prospects or leads. The report, just like the name suggests, and it's similar to what Salesforce is. It has all the reports can be created using campaigns, connected apps, marketing assets, using content, emails, opportunities, and scoring categories. Like you can have score for your, as you know, you can have score for your prospects. Like if the first stage is completed, you give them 5 score, and then if they complete a form, you give them 10 score, and based on that they get converted to leads. So admin overview, and then automation settings. So again, this comes under scoring. So if the prospect is of this score, and then this happens, and if the prospect is of 50 and above, so this happens. So, and if the prospect score is less, then we leave the prospect. We don't uh, work on that prospects. In this connector, so connectors, as I said, it using Salesforce connector. So this has Salesforce and LinkedIn connectors. We can have Instagram, Facebook connectors, and connect this Pardot with that as well. Configure field, you can configure account fields, opportunity fields, and prospect fields. There's custom objects. You can export and import this recycle bin, which is of similar usage of the Salesforce. There's security, where you can set a single sign-on option if you want, and then the email system, where you select from which email ID you want the emails from this Pardot account to be sent. Then there's user management, same as Salesforce. We have users, groups, roles, etc. So this is the basic overall idea of the Pardot.